Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the RaidCall EMS 1 group stages. We're in our final day of groups here in group number D, letter D, same thing, all good. But we do have the Western Wolves.
Group number D.
Group number D, Western Wolves. Now I'm all messed up.
America.
Now I'm all messed up. Western Wolves versus Alternate coming up in just a few minutes.
Yeah, can we go again? Just, you know, he's...
All right. We're going back to the whole thing?
We're going
the whole thing?
All right.
All right.
Hold on. Producer's panicking. Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the RaidCall EMS 1 group stages. We're in the final day here with group letter D, and we have Western Wolves versus Alternate coming up in just a few minutes. But if you just joined us, you missed out on...
Those are really good games.
On Navi qualifying, being the 7th team
number D.
out of all the 8, and we're looking for the last one here. So they joined Very Games, ESC, NIP, Fnatic, Copenhagen Wolves, and Party Dabblers. And you can see on the screen, we have one X mark for the last 3 teams, and we have Western Wolves versus Alternate coming up, and the loser of this game will be out completely. They will not be in the playoffs on October 26th and 27th. So imagining that one of these 2 teams won't be there is kind of unheard of for me. But it's going to be a very good game either way.
Yeah, indeed. These 2 are kind of, well, not currently maybe that current Western Wolves lineup, but the titles indeed have been such, prolific members within this community. So, and especially the RaidCall finals, the offline events have always seen these guys, their team alternate in one shape or another. And, obviously Western Wolves as well. So let's not waste not too much time going about the number D and all these wonderful things that Jason comes out with, because we'll be here all day. But let's start looking towards the game right now, because they are getting themselves warmed up and we are almost ready to get this one started. So let's have a little look here. We won't be on Dust 2, which makes a bit of a difference. Thank God for that. We will be on Inferno. Now, I like Inferno. I'm a big fan of Inferno. And, wow, Forrest Gump wave. Thank you, D-Man. Do you know what? No. Okay, I'm going to slow these sounds down, all right?
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Never know what you're going to get. It's great, right?
You do a better Southern accent than I do, and I lived there for 7 years.
Say leg and egg, and you'll beat me. Come on.
Leg and egg.
Wow, way to go. But yeah, scumbag D-Man, just all I'm saying, mind yourself, sunshine. Because he's going to be in Germany, and I believe, actually, as a selling point, we'll do a signing session with Riot D-Man at the CSGO finals. How about that? Huh?
Don't look at me. I don't want to get in trouble.
He's getting in trouble now. Anyway.
She's actually pointing to the screen. She's like, yeah, you. You can't see me pointing to you, Demon, but you're in trouble. But either way, make sure to get your votes in.
No,
Tell us.
we're not going back on camera. Producer's like, look at the camera. We'll make this happen. No, this is a bad idea. He's recording. Great.
Okay.
This is fantastic.
But make sure all of you out there watch this game. Let us know who you think is going to win this game in chat or via Twitter at TheyCallMePansy and at JCapLaw, and of course at RaidCall EMS1. Tell us who you think is going to win this game, because one of these 2 teams won't be here in the finals coming up at the end of the month. And I don't even know who I want to win. We have those 3 amazing teams left as Tim's going cameraman mode here. But
this is
it's going to be insane.
Yeah, indeed. It's kind of crazy to see, because both these teams are so prolific. They've been around so long. Felix, Solid, Crystal, Asmo, Rack, they're like well-known names within the community as a Western Wolves. It's like one of the biggest titles, to have beside your name. You've got SMF in there, Colon. You've got so many good players. MSL as well. They're so damn good. SMF, I can't even describe how good these guys are. You guys know it already. I don't need to tell you again, but knowing the fact that only one will be possibly joining us is just insane. Absolutely insane.
And I think we're going to see probably one of the highest level of action that we're going to see today, just for both these teams fighting for their survival. I mean, that really brings out the best in some teams, and I'm sure both of them are going to rise to the occasion. It's going to be very dangerous to be on either side of them, and it comes down to who can outplay the other team. And we saw Alternate play a little bit earlier on today versus Navi. They didn't play bad at all. They actually played pretty well. They took it very close, but they didn't have what they needed to finish them off. Western Wolves, they kind of got, I don't want to say destroyed, but it was a very one-sided match in favor of Faculty here. So both these teams hurting and looking for a win, but only one team can really take it.
One team to rule them all. To be fair, right, I had Destiny's Child Survivor stuck in my head thanks to you.
I'm a survivor.
Yeah, indeed. You are a sassy black lady.
I'm a big, beautiful black woman out nude. Any man tell me what to do. something like that.
Please, someone make an audio clip of that. Dear sweet Jesus. And if you can find the clip from yesterday's games, right? No. During one of the breaks, he decided to explain what thrusting was, I think it was, to one of our producers.
There's a pistol round underway. We should probably get into that
right?
one.
No, shush. Basically, if any of you can find the VOD from yesterday, during one of the breaks, he was clearly thrusting at the camera, which was very, very awkward. If you can kind of
that
splice
grenade
that together,
coming in on MSL down to 24 HP. Wow, and we do see a 4-man push coming into apartments here. Can Rack hold on to this though, or will Western Wolves push straight through it? We're gonna find out here. Rack, he's gonna stand right through the smoke, and also, well, Coley, what are you doing? He just jumped and turned around, and he's still staying there in the smoke. He picks up another kill. I don't even know what's happening right now, but he gets 2 for himself. They're in the bomb site though. We see MSL pick up a kill, and they're looking to get this bomb down, but it's currently not picked up just yet. And they finally do take it, and they're actually running back towards Boiler Room. Are they going to rotate this around to B? And it looks like they're actually going to do that. And we already see Alternate rotating back around, sending one member over towards that B side to make sure they cannot enter it here. And this is a huge round already.
It is indeed. And I love the way they thrusted straight into Rack, and he just stood there and took it like a man. And he's picked up 2, and he's on 5 HP somehow, but he still stayed alive after that.
I love the way they actually promised to sing Darude Sandstorm at the next offline event in that round, too. It was really fantastic when they hit 5,000 Twitter followers at They Call Me Pansy. But right now, it's a 2-on-3 situation. Bomb is coming into this A site. We have Alternate trying to hold on to this pistol round, which is already extremely action-packed here. And MSL already 2 kills under his belt. Bomb is now down. We have Felix here over towards Library, and Asmo coming in from Boiler side. They have a lot of work cut out for them, but they do have a kit in their hands. But how are they going to work together? Felix picks up the kill on MSL. Now Loom going to push out. Going to look for Asmo here. Gets the kill onto him. Now it's all in the hands of Felix. He gets taken down. And Western Wolves, after a fantastic and crazy pistol round, come out with it.
Indeed, that was absolutely incredible. What a couple of swings of events there. Like, Team Alternate, Rack playing from, just the apartments alone was insane stuff. But Western Wolves claiming it in the end. They will get that round advantage. The money, the guns, they've got the momentum. Let's see if they can get those 3 in a row like we'd expect. Hopefully no early turns if you are on their favor like we saw in the Na'Vi game where pistol rounds meant nothing. It can still happen. But right now, let's have a look to see what we're seeing. Aggressive push down Banana actually coming up from Felix and Asmo. You can see the little bit of a bait coming in from Felix. They're going to back away and hopefully leave Asmo to clear up the kills. He's got the tag, he's got the frag, takes down Colon, going to look for the next kill. That's MSL backing away, getting the hell out of there after such a big amount of damage has already been dealt by a team who do only have that shotgun and a deagle. So, look at the rest of the T side, though, immediately rotating round towards A. 4 players going around that CT arch, straight into the eyes of Solak here. Can he hold on to it? Because there's 3 members. Yes, he can! 2 big kills back-to-back. Crystal comes in, mops up the remains. Insane turn of events already. Team Alternate are not going down without a fight, no matter what the current trend is. These guys are out to win this game.
This is going to be a good game, Pansy. Holy crap. Already what happened right there, the fantastic shot coming out of everyone of Alta. They lined up, picked them both up, and Asmo man-moding that B site with the shotgun holding it down. And right now, tied up 1-1 here. I have no words with what's happening so far, but right now, we do have a gun round. Exactly, numbers and letters. But right now, Alternate, they are gunned up. They're looking to get a kill here. We do see Solak pick up the first one on MSL. Peek out towards middle, get low as well. So the last 3 members, Westworld is going to be pushing towards this B side, but Felix spamming through that smoke, picks up one. And looks like Altec going to close out a flawless round here. Doesn't get prettier than that. Last man standing, SMF. Will he be able to survive this? Pretty sure not, since he's getting closed in on every single side. Yeah, let's see if he can pick up one, though, before it does go down. Either way, Asma with the headshot. And Alternate up 2-1 right now on in front.
This is incredible stuff. Team Alternate coming straight out of the gates, just going, all right, guys, we lost the first pistol round. Let's pick up the next 2 anyway. 74% of rounds normally go 3 rounds back-to-back. At the moment, we're seeing so many changes coming in. The viability of that Nova coming into its kind of effect. The little back and forth that Asmo used with Felix down by B was just beautiful. Western Wolves have their work cut out if they want to get to that offline finals. We're going to see if they can do it here. Big push towards Banana. Flashes, smokes immediately going out. They're not wasting any time, but big double nade comes in, stopping their tracks. Asmo and Felix just absolutely decimating the opposition, not losing 1 point of health.
Just amazing play coming out of them. And the only person I could think of that uses the shotgun that well besides Asmo was Troubly. We saw him yesterday just headshot across the map with a Nova. That's his shotgun. It has a scope on it. But right now, first gun round coming out of the Western Wolves here. Let's see what can happen though. they've already seen some crazy rounds developing as they do have 3 men pushing up Banana here, so they want to be able to pick up a couple of kills. But Crystal, he's got control of middle. He has an AWP there. And right now, no one on Western Worlds is peeking that just yet. But either way, Alternate definitely looking to lock this one down, pick up every single round they possibly can. But 4 members of Western Worlds are pushing towards this A site. Smokes, Flash is going to be coming out here momentarily, but can they get the kills necessary? Can they get those entrance frags to really open up the A site? Oh, a nice Molotov coming down. We see Crystal peeking through that smoke, but she doesn't get a shot on anyone. But MSL already down to 44 HP, and I think that was from the incendiary grenade alone. But it stopped Western Wolves in their tracks. And now the pack moving into A little bit further. Gonna be pushing towards Archway here, but Felix, you can see him on your screen through that X-ray. He's following back. He's gonna let them take that and try to pick up as many kills as possible here. Here come the smokes yet again. Western Wolves gonna be pushing up momentarily here, and you can see on the map, one member of them is over by B site. So they're trying to run a delay there for a little bit. We see MSL peek around the corner, miss a shot on Crystal, gets it onto Solik though, but Crystal responds with a kill. Felix gets a kill. Crystal, what was that? Oh my god, 3 kills right there with the AWP, but SMF gets a kill on the rack, but can he shut down the man that is Crystal here, as he does have that AWP, and no, he picks up the AK, picks up 4 kills that round, and Alternate looking good to potentially go on to the next game to earn their spot.
Oh my god, ladies and gents, welcome to the RaidCall finals. This is what the caliber of games we'll be getting when this gets to the offline events. This is just the group stages. This is like the preliminary events. These guys aren't even there yet. And this is the caliber of games we're having to see to get them to that point. 7-1 right now for Felix. Crystal 6-1. Everyone is performing absolutely on par. Western Wolves have been knocked down to another eco. It's not looking good, but can they turn it around? Can they do what Alternate did to them in that second pistol? Here we go. SMF jumps in. Solik kindly picks that one up, so thank you very much. I'll add that to my tally so far. And we are seeing these guys playing it carefully. Asmo locks down Lon there as he tried to peek up Banana, but this is beautiful stuff right now from Team Alternate. Only Crystal being tagged up so far. They're so clinical about this. And Solik just not missing a beat. Another clean sweep of a round. 3 for Solik then. And it was just beautifully played. 5-1's the scoreline, and Western Wolves have to battle hard here.
And I really have to say, the use of the incendiary grenades coming out of Alternate have been so spot on. Like, they have stalled Western Wolves so many times now with those and done a little bit of damage on top of that, and it's allowed them to get in a really good position to pick up all these kills. And from that, they're up 4 rounds in this first half. So now, with the gun round coming in yet again for Western Wolves, you can see Cohen looking for a kill on a Crystal over towards B, as he has rotated over there instead of towards A. And MSL, we're going to try his luck here in apartments, but Solik, the shots have been able to pull off so far have been fantastic, but MSL gets the better of him, but can redeem him there. He picks up 1, looking for second, but SMF does shut him down, so this A side going to be vulnerable right now as Felix going to be hopping into pit, looking to pick up a couple of kills. He gets the bomb down, but he has SMF to worry about in apartments still on top of that. Not to mention the rest of the team closing in on this A site very quickly. I believe that is Asmo still over towards B, all by himself. Loom going to be pushing in towards A. He's looking towards Sandpit because he knows Felix is there. He's going to look for the kill, and he might be able to get it. He, in fact, does. Now looking for Asmo. He gets the kill onto him, and now Bomb is going to get down for the first time in this game. Second time. But Crystal, you saw him pick up 4 frags before. He's got Loom down at 3 HP. He has the AWP in hand, but there's a smoke right in his way. It looks like he's just going to back up a little bit and maybe give this round away and just protect that op. In fact, looks like that's exactly what he's going to do here. So Western Wolves picking up a round here, a much-needed round right now. Take it 5-2 scoreline.
And I've got to say it, Asmo's play then just didn't quite kick into gear. It allowed Loma to just kind of turret around on that site, and that was the difference. They didn't get into, you know, that real nitty-gritty. As soon as Loma kind of pushed in, that site was theirs. So 5-2 currently. Let's check in with that scoreboard. Excuse me. You can see Solik, Felix really performing. Crystal had that big round, 6-1. On the other side, though, Colin not even getting a kill yet. So certainly a lot to bring up for him. He needs to get these couple of frags in the bag and kind of warm back up into this game because he's been very, very quiet so far. Missing his opportunity there. And that's Crystal getting away unscathed. But MSL's got a good position up here in apartments. He's not been challenged just yet. Look at Crystal, so confident just to peek down. As soon as that smoke's put into position, he's so comfortable just to use that AWP. And he's so damn good with it. The adaptions that man can come out with are just spot on. T-side, though, looking like they want to be going towards A for now, at least. Apartments is their main target of focus. Might still back away. Bomb isn't fully there yet. Still down second mid. Solid and Crystal creating that crossfire by the CT arch. Just going to wait this one out. Here come the flashes, and here comes the push from the T side. They are going to be committing towards A. There's a big presence from the CTs, though. Look at Solid steps away from every single member who've edged towards A. He's just going to play this one smart, wait it out, wait for that smoke to dissipate, and then pulling the chances. Flash goes over. Loma will be the one to pick up that bomb. MSL, the furthest man forward. SMF is pushing forward as well. Nice connection coming out from him. Takes down Rack from the apartments. SMF can now spring into gear, eliminated Crystal from the site. And this is just clinical execution coming in. Felix has snuck into the site, however. 4 members now stand in his way. He can do nothing about it. As Asmo and Solik are the last 2 men standing. They've got an entire team to break down. There's no way you're getting through that. Get the hell out of there, save those guns, and try it another time, because Western Wolves finally got that execution down to a T.
And it's so interesting to see how they're doing their execution. Like, they take CT side of middle, but then they wait. They wait for like another round of smokes, another round of flashes to fully commit to that site, and then they just try to go for it. And I mean, the first time we saw it didn't work out. That one right there, it in fact did. And that's what they need to do. Keep that execution up.
100%. If they can keep that kind of gameplay level and that kind of cohesion together, it's going to be a hard-fought task for Alternate to keep a lead of this kind of magnitude. 5-3 currently, but if Western Wolves keep that sort of gameplay up, they're certainly going to be really hammering it to a close scoreline.
Yeah, 5-3. Already getting closer by the round. We already had a 5-1 lead for Alternate. Western Wolves able to pick up these last 2 here, and can they continue at this pace? Can Alternate stop their advances? They haven't been using their incendiary grenades like they had previously, but Selwick does have one in his items, so he's looking to use it this time. And so we haven't seen a heavy hit come out of Westworlds towards B. We've seen like one on an eco round where they got stopped completely with the grenades, but Asmo can peek around the corner. Look for MSL, gets the shot onto him. That opens that up, and they still have all 4 members still left there right now. As the smoke's gonna come in, it's gonna prevent their intrusion into this B site, but they're going for it either way with the flashes, with the smokes, going in backwards and blind. But Felix gonna pick up 1, gonna get 2, gonna get 3. Will he get the 4th one? He's looking for it, but no, he gets shut down. And finally, Crystal picking up that last kill, Alternate up 6-3, and that was a gun round for the Western Wolves.
Yeah, that was an all-in from the Western Wolves. They did not expect those late flashes to be coming in to blind them up so much, pushing him backwards. They put faith in their own flashes, which were correct, but there was just no way they could have got through what Alternate threw back at them, and that is why it's so hard to just do an all-in like that, especially when the likes of Asmo are spot on in the moment. He's really not allowing them a foot towards that B site, and we're going to see if they can hold him back once again, because it does seem as though they're eyeing this one up. Felix and Asmo will be the 2 receiving, and they've been so good at this. The cohesion between them has been spot on. But can it withstand another barrage of the Western Wolves right now? SMF and MSL all lining up here, waiting to go on this one. The flashes will be placed over. It's time to rush. They're going to be pushing straight forward. No, we hold him back for a second. Asmo does find MSL, but quickly they are getting to the site. Felix comes into gear, gets 1, gets 2. Not going to go immediately for the 3rd. Going to go through construction, challenge SMF. That was a mistake if I've ever seen one. Now it's a 3-on-2. Still in favor to the CT side. Asmo and Felix did their job, but SMF and Colin have got the bomb down, and they have got that site under wraps. But can they lock it down in this afterplant situation now? Colon playing new box. SMF just tucked to the back of sight. Rack nading over. Time now ticking. You see Rack get himself into the site, pre-firing away. SMF has received him already. Crystal comes in onto SMF. 1-man stand. It's all on Colon now. 1v2. Not going to happen. Crystal's there, but will they have time for the defuse? They're running around for their dear life to get towards it. I think they just have enough time. And they do indeed. Team Alternate bring that lead back even further into their favor and start that momentum once again rebuilding.
Bad hold by Asmo and Felix. I mean, even though Asmo died, he got 1 kill, but the damage they did. You just saw so many members of the Western Wolves just so low on health. And in the end, Alta able to pick up that round and are looking so strong here to come out very far ahead in this first half. And right now, Western Wolves gunned up yet again here, but Colin hasn't been able to really make a huge impact. He's 1-8 right now. might be able to pick up a kill on Crystal right there. That would have opened up that A site very well, but either way, both escape with their lives, not taking any damage. I think something about that Crystal's 4 kills that he got, I think it was in round 4, just really pumped up the team.
Yep.
Must have like screamed in whatever communication program they're using, and that just pumped them up because
cool.
they're playing like a completely different team. Right now, Mustarmal's push in towards middle. They get the kill on the Solik here, and they're holding again. So they're doing exactly what they've been doing before, an alternate with the smokes, with the incendiary grenades. They've been able to hold them in this enclosed area, but can they kill them this time? Or will Western Wolves be able to push through it? And you see the bomb, it's still back towards B, so maybe Western Wolves are just going to push through CT spawn here, and there's only one man, Felix, to stop them from going. He gets one on MSL, looking for a second, and he's not going to get him. EXR does shut him down. And Asmo, all alone in this B site, got to pick up a couple of kills here, gets one. Will he be able to pick up the second? No, Colin shuts him down. And now that will be the bomb going down in B. But if you look at the health on Western Wolves side, not looking too good right now. And Crystal, who's been on fire this game, and Rack looking to take this site back and claim what's theirs. As Rack pushing into site right now. Crystal still looking for that man that's in CT spawn. He's going to spot him here, but he didn't have the gun out in time. Esma picks up a Rack, gets one. Colin responds with another one. And that is Western Wolves taking it to 7-4 here.
Yeah, indeed. And it was like Crystal, if he was like 2 seconds quicker, could have caught like 2 in the back then, but it's the way the cookie crumbles. And currently, Team Alternate on that CT side, 7-4 in advance here over Western Wolves. Now, bear in mind, this will be the nail in the coffin for whoever does not win this game. They will not be joining us at the offline finals. And this is going to be a tough task for whichever side does come up against it. And at the moment, it is the Wolves who are struggling a little bit. Nades are not quite landing onto the opposition, trying to clear out those corners that Asmo happily hit him before. First frag will go down. Colon is eliminated. The vast majority of the T side now just left by the bottom of Banana, by bottom mid. They are edging towards A. Whether or not they go for it, though, very different thing. SMF slowing it down. These guys are not rushing through this round at all. 1 minute left on that board. Crystal keeping eyes on that CT arch. He could be in for an absolute plethora of kills, but he just times it a touch wrong there, as MSL will punish him and open up CT arch for the T side to make their way through towards that A site. Solik pretty much surrounded, holding back the T side with that Molotov coming in perfectly for him. Now let's see what they're going to do here. They're not committing. They're actually going to go on the rotate. They're leaving the A site. They're leaving one member there. I believe it's EXR. The rest of them going all the way around to B, where only one man will be able to watch the cross. It will be Felix. So here we go. Let's see if they can get there in a fast enough time to eliminate the threat. There would be Asmo being there as well. They've made it across. The bomb will be going down. Felix now is in trouble. MSL makes that statement clear, as now Asmo, a little bit late to the party, has to make his way back in against 3 members tucked in on this site. MSL backs off. Does take his time. They've got to play this one smart. EXL finding Rack. CT side are working in, though. Bomb still not down, and Asmo's shown them why they need to get that bomb down and quickly, because he's just punished them completely nutty. EXR catches onto one. That's Solik darting away, and the CT side wait out the time. They took just long enough so Asmo could challenge, stop the bomb plant, and stop that time going into the favor of the T side.
Fantastic play of them. I mean, if you just think back, Solik's incendiary grenade coming down to just stop the Western Wolves in their tracks, force them to run back to B. It wasted so much time on their part. And in the end, also hold on long enough to get the time to run out and to win that round. And right now, Western Wolves on the save, well, on the kind of save, as they do have a gun on SMF and EXR from that last round prior, looking to open up a site. I mean, they've been having such a tough time getting in there, but when they do, they've been, the majority of the time, able to hold on quite well. And there's the incendiary grenade yet again. Crystal, unfortunately, gonna miss that first shot. There's even a second one coming in. They're stalling for so much time, and they're one of the few teams I've seen actually use them so often. And Felix, pretty much the man of the match so far, 13-7, aside from Crystal's 4-man that we saw a little bit earlier on. Western Wolves 2 over towards this A site. And 3 over towards B. They do have the guns over towards B, though. Gonna be pushing in here, and Asmo, he's ready. They do get one. EXR gets the kill on the Felix, though, and Asmo gonna spray down 2 more, just like he did in the previous round. And now with Solt there to back him up, they're gonna shut that down. And Alternate clean them up left and right. 3 kills for Asmo. Last man standing for Western Wolves. Oh, Solid reloads at the last second. Asmo gets it. That's the 4th of the round for him. And Alternate, what? Do they eat their Wheaties? Their whatever? What do they eat this morning? Because they're playing like a completely different team than what we saw earlier on today.
They have turned this one around so much. Asmo has a new fan, at least on my behalf right now, because he's been playing so spot on. It's been unbelievable. There's been no chance for the Western Wolves to actually break through that site. But this time, as though they do seem to be adapting. The T-side are not going to go back for B. Asmo and Felix know that. They're pushing right down Banana. They could catch Lome off guard here. Felix the first one out. Looking around the bottom of apartments, there is a player just steps away. It's Rat get himself really dug in deep here. Going to be looking to try and offset any easy push they're going for. He could find a couple. Crystal has joined him. Rat kicks into gear, but Crystal's the one to hammer it home. There's the second. He is taking them apart 1 by 1. Looking to get that hat trick now. Colon is only steps away. He can do this. He went huge before. Can he do it again now, though? T-side are slowing down. They're backing off. They've kind of met their match there. They don't want to go running head first into Crystal with an AWP like that. Let's see what they're going to do now. Obviously, with the player disadvantage, with 50 seconds left, what options do they have here? They could challenge Asmo, but we saw how that went. Where would you fancy your chances? Crystal, Asmo, I wouldn't want to hedge my bets either way. So, they are looking back towards B, however. Maybe Asmo more the target they feel they can undo alone. Let's see if they can do it. Well, he did receive a little bit of damage from Loma there. Flash goes out. Cool comes through. Now we can see the likes of Felix creating that crossfire. The push will be coming in. Asmo backed off a bit. Felix now pushing straight forward, though. Gets 1, gets 2. Looking for the 3rd. He's going to get the 3rd as well. That was beautiful crossfire once again. Reactive play. The team Alternate are looking damn good. 10-4 rounds. Western Wolves, where are you?
And that flash that Asmo threw, like in the corner, when they came in, you saw all 3 of them just stop. They were like, we can't keep going, excuse me. We're all blind. And with that, it allowed him to get in a better position. It allowed Felix to come in through CT spawn and for them to just shut that site down completely. Yep. And right now, last round of the half here, Crystal, peeking out alt middle, gets 1 kill. Looking for a second one here as he does decide to back away. And spraying through mid as Rat gonna spray it back as well. No kills being traded there. Western Wolves, I mean, I agree. Like, where are they right now? Because they're not playing like the team that we know them to be, like the 4th place team in the season. Loam is going to pick up a kill onto Rack, though. I won't be able to get that gun just yet. He's going to have to peek out quite far to go for it. With the help of that smoke, he's going to be able to get it, but an incendiary grenade coming in to that boiler room, giving it a new meaning to its name right there. But the rest of Western Wolves pushing in towards a Crystal. What a shot coming off and looking for a second. He doesn't have the same look he had earlier, but he has his team to back him up. Solid gets 2 right there. And that just shuts him down. Bomb currently down at this A side. Cohen comes in for the backside with the deagle. And Felix versus Colin. The top fragger for Alternate versus the bottom fragger for Western Wolves. Who's going to win this one out? And Felix gets a little bit of damage onto him, but 30 seconds remain. Colin does have the bomb in hand, though. And with that smoke, might be able to move into position here. Going to start spamming through the smoke. Gets Felix down to 50 health. Now 20 seconds remain. Can Colin get the bomb down? Can he hold on to it here? Looks like Felix just going to wait out as long as possible. And with that flash, that will be bomb going down. Oh no, Felix, he's pushing up. He's going to spot him. He gets the kill onto him. And Alternate coming out 11-4 scoreline in this first half.
This is insane, insane stuff. Felix 17-8, Crystal 14-5, Asmo 13-4. Every single member, bar Rack, who's not had much to do, has been pretty much on point. Other side though, go on 4 frags and the top fragger are on 8. That's a very strange sight for any Western Wolves fan. Normally these guys are absolutely on point. Today it's been a very, very different matter. Wow. So let's see what can happen in the second half. Obviously, Western Wolves will be on the CT side now, but this is a turn for the books. Did you expect this one?
No, not at all. I didn't expect it to be this one-sided so far. I didn't really expect Alternate to show up like this and really just, I don't want to say walk over the Wolves, but that's pretty much what they've done so far. And everyone on their team is just playing so well, but can they pick up these last rounds they need? There's 5 to go for them. T-side is a little bit of a different monster. I don't know how good their T side on Inferno is, but we've seen teams before. Like ESC comes to mind in particular, and I don't want to pick on them too much, but like their T side on Inferno to me is very weak, and they can do extremely well on the CT side, but they fall apart on the terrorist side.
True, very true. It's going to be down to the individual teams pretty much, and I just do not know what to expect from this. This was the danger of this group. Every single team can actually, you know, turn up.
Yeah, and let's see who's going to do it. I mean, Western Wolves, they need to step up here, and I'm not too familiar with their Inferno play. I believe that they did beat NIP on Inferno, if I'm not mistaken. Not too, or well, it was a little bit ago, but they have to step up here on the CT side, and we're going to find out here in just a few moments if they can. And if they lose this pistol round, I'm really worried for them.
Well, as you should be, because it's normally 3 rounds in a row, bar the early turnaround we saw before. Team Alternate, if they pick this one up, they should be getting it. So, very, very interesting stuff here. Team Alternate need to get this one in the bag if they want to walk away with this one nice and cleanly and secure their position, at least in some aspects. But look how aggressive Western Wolves are going. They're going straight down into their faces. Felix is in trouble. Needs to fight his way out of it. He's doing just that. MSL has found Solic. Felix kicks into gear. He's found 2, but finally Loma finds the reply, but it's a 3v2 situation. Crystal and Asmo are left kind of curious as to what the hell's going on, but Crystal's still fighting out. He does not care that they went aggressive. He's going to just challenge them on every single front. SMF, the last man standing in the first round of the second half here, has now got to find Crystal, got to find Asmo, 2 of the top tier players the Team Alternate had on the first half. Bomb down. He's quickly got to the site though. That might at least give him a chance here. Asmo tucked away in the corner. Crystal behind Nubox. Crystal's eyes are right on him. He might have just caught a glimpse. I think he did. Asmo gonna wait for that flash, drop it over. They're playing this one safe. They're not allowing a chance to go wrong. Counter flash coming through, and he's down and out. And Asmo will secure the first round here in the second half for Team Alternate, 12-4. Now just think about the kind of confidence boost, the money value, everything is now in Team Alternate's favor.
Honestly, I can't imagine that. I think they're the ones that really know that at this point. And I mean, Western Wolves that last round, they showed they still had a little bit of a bite right there, rushing down middle, but it wasn't enough. And now all 5 members of them are deagled up here, hoping for an eco round. But will they be able to pull this off in the end? We do see Alternate push up middle. Oh my god, and SMF getting the first kill on a Solic, so that will be a gun in their hands if they can rush up to it. But the rest of Alternate doing a 2-2 split. And they're still buying their time. They have 1:10 left, so they're not worried about that. But they are worried about that deagle in middle that SMF just pulled off. And they are starting to work towards alt middle, starting to work towards apartments a little bit. They have the smokes and flashes to get into there, but will they be able to pull it off? And for some reason, Auto Director wants us to stay at B. That is because Alternate seem to be rotating back towards it. Good job, Auto Director. And I don't know, if they can take this site, they should be able to hold this one down long range with the guns they have. However, now look at it a second time, they might be having a little bit of a tough time, but smokes and flashes about to come in here. We do have actually one person on Alternate pushed up into Archway on CT side. It is Asmo, actually it's Rack. He gets a kill on the Colon. That means they can flank it and pincer them from both sides. Loom not going to be able to survive too long here. He doesn't take anyone down with him, and that is Alternate grabbing this B side here. And SMF and EXR, the last 2 remaining with these deagles. Looks like they're just going to save them up, maybe get an exit kill or 2, but most likely just try to survive. So we will have a 13-4 scoreline now. And Alternate 3 rounds away from staying alive in these group stages.
This, in the biggest factor, could be the last game Western Wolves play in this entire season. And it's sad to see. They played so well throughout all of this, and to go out like this, it's hard to watch, but to take nothing away from Team Alternate. Team Alternate finished in 14th, Western Wolves 5th. This is how close it is, and right now we're seeing it completely switched onto its head. The bomb will be going off, and this scoreline is disastrous for Western Wolves. My word. So, we are only a couple rounds away from match point here. Team Alternate looking very good for this one. Those early investment into Deagles, troublesome for the longer run, but Western Wolves, aka Team Awesome these days, need to do something to try and stop it, and it was a great start. They got that lovely little 1D. But this time around, not so simple. SMF being denied that, and the big push towards Banana has begun. Loma will be receiving in line with EXR. He's fallen. MSL looks like the next target of focus, and they're just spraying through their own teammates, because right now it does not matter. Asmo's picked up 3. He's single-handedly opened up the site, and Rack wants to finish the job as the bomb will be going down on that B site. And there we go. So SMF 1v5. Not too much of a tough task. Let's see what he can do. I think they might know areas as well, so it's not going to make it easy. Rack will just be pushing forward, and there we have it. 3 for Asmo, 2 finishes for Rack, and that scoreline is slipping between the fingers of the Western Wolves side, 14-4.
You might even say the pause.
I wouldn't say that.
I would. But right now, Asmo, actually, you saw him right there. He wanted to claim his kill, even shoot through his own teammate. That was really funny on my part. I got a little bit of a chuckle out of it. But here we go. First gun round coming out of the Western Wolves. They do have an AWP in the hands of Colin, but can he make use of it? He didn't on the terrorist side. We see Molotov coming in onto Banana right now as Rack working his way over to apartments here. He had a really good flank last time. He did work into Archway. But alternate pushing in. Even with these flashes, they're actually going to contest right away. And Loom actually going to take them down with that deagle. He gets 2 for himself, so you have access to a gun here. And the last 2 men of alternate, 1 over by B, 1 over by middle. And Rack, he actually might be able to pick up a kill over towards Archway here because he's pushed up into the A site. But Bomb's still waiting outside B. I think they're expecting Rack to make a little bit of noise over at the site. Oh, and EXR misses the shot onto him, but Rack will be able to push into him in time. He's going to get flanked around from the back potentially here. And with that flash coming in, he's going to rush for it, but hasn't picked up anything just yet. And we're down to 45 seconds remaining. Bomb has started rotating around over towards his A site, but SMF, easy kill for him onto Rack. And now it's all in the hands of Crystal. 1v4. SMF gets the spot onto him, knocks him down about 4 health. And Crystal will be working his way over towards Arches. Not going to get a kill just yet. There it is, finally gets the kill on Colin, down to 35 HP now, 15 seconds on the board. He's got to work very fast if he wants to be able to get the bomb down in time. And he's got 2 people in sight to worry about here. Crystal taken down by SMF. So Western Wolves finally picking up a round for themselves, and it couldn't have been at a more perfect time.
The more necessary time. I'd love to say they could go all the way through to overtime. You know, on a 15 scoreline, they'd have to get every single match point. But I just don't think the way that the T-side are playing right now, they could handle it. But we're going to see how they can do this, how close they can bring it before they're really in trouble. So T-side going for a bit of a look down Banana. Mostly taking their time though. Not going to be going too crazy just yet. Normal setup coming in from Western Wolves. And everything back to normal this time. No just crazy push coming from Asmo there either, so 1 minute and 15 on the board. They've still got time to play with. They don't need to rush this. Alternate know how hard it is to finish out games at times. They've struggled with it themselves, but they're going to take it, slowly, take it properly. You can see MSL and I believe that's Loma doing a little bit of what Felix and Asmo did there down by B. Didn't hear anything though, so they're going to be splitting back. MSL will be joining the rest of the boys over by A, where the vast amount of the T side are actually going towards, so not a bad shout. Flash will come over. You can see the smokes now arching through the sky. Felix will be the first pushing forward. EXR just laying away by Library, but they are going to make their move in through the apartments. SMF finds 1, finds 2, pinning Rack to the wall, and Colon kicks into gear, finding Felix, and now just Asmo and Solak stand, and they are being eliminated 1 by 1, and the Wolves are certainly not out of this yet. 14-6. They've got a long road back, but if they keep up like that, they certainly can do it.
They definitely could, and right now Alternate will be on a save round here, so Western Wolves looking to get their 7th round of this match. And this is a round, I mean, they really have to get. Like, they can't afford to lose an eco round at this point in the game. So with these full guns, with these full nades, flashes, and smokes, and the full 5-man team of Alternate rushing towards Banana, they need to do something amazing here to hold on to this. But MSL and Luma there to already do it. Rack gets 1, and MSL gets taken down as well. And in the Alternate have picked up 2 kills, 2 guns, and are going to get the bomb down eventually at this B site. Last 2 members of Western Wolves going to be pushing in 2 from CT spawn, 1 from Banana. Crystal finally gets into the site, has the bomb in hand, hasn't planted it just yet, but it will be going down momentarily here. there it goes. Rack in a perfect position to get SMF. That's one down. Looking for a second. Colin and EXR, the last two remain. EXR is going to have a tough time getting into the site as Felix is going to be there, but he takes him down. And just like that, Western Wolves have an easy opportunity of taking this site back. But Solik, what does he have to say about this as they do finally go in for their move? Crystal gets the kill on EXR. Colin, last man standing, going to get one. Looking for a second. Can he pick it up? No. He's actually just running away, trying to save his gun, and then he goes back into the site, trying to go for a defuse here, but the bomb isn't near anywhere where he is, and he's trying to make it expensive. Gets taken down, and Alternate on match point to stay alive and to advance into the next stage of these groups.
And they did it with just pistols. They took themselves onto match point with a couple of pistols and some incredible gameplay up Banana. That was beautiful stuff from them. Let's check in again with the scoreboard. Crystal, Felix, and Asmo almost all up on that 20 kill marker. But on the other side, only SMF and EXR really showing any sort of diligence in this game. So at the moment, I've got to say it, they're being absolutely ran ragged by Team Alternate. And now we are into what could possibly be the final round unless Western Wolves can stop the rot and stop them in their tracks. SMF tucked in towards the apartments, does get on the receiving end of a nade there, 65 HP. But I think he knows to back away. He doesn't want to outstay his welcome. They don't want to start giving Western Wolves any sort of, relief here. They want to make sure they're right into this one and ready to go and look towards the next couple of games. Crystal will be splitting off towards the apartments. First one to push forward. SMF does. Gonna let a couple of shots fly. No brilliant connection, though. Crystal will stay completely healthy on 100 HP. Let's check back in with the overview. You can see Asmo and Solik looking towards B. The rest of the boys just taking their time around that midsection. 48 seconds left. Where are they going to finally execute? Crystal is edged out up by CT Arch. He's going to be splitting off on his own. The rest of Alternate are looking towards B. Up Banana. Smokes are getting ready to be lined up. Rat getting his tuned in. You see MSL sitting quite far back to do a counter. Here come those smokes and flashes. Beautiful placement. Clinical play. Asmo now pushing in, looking to make the damage done. But look at this. They're splitting straight through towards that CT spawn. MSL did find Felix, but Asmo replied. So now let's see if they can find Loma. He is really dug in on this side. He's going to be hiding away, trying to play this one smart. They've got to know he's here. You can see Rackett checking around. He's finally got a glimpse, but he does get taken out by his own teammate. Asmo did shoot right through him, but Colon now coming in on Solik. 3v2, Crystal and Asmo to secure this one for Team Alternate. And the time will run out. They had no time to execute then. They let the clock run so far down. And they just did not get the execution they wanted because of those late flashes. Loma sitting in so deep towards that site. And it's allowed Western Wolves at least a chance here.
It seems like Loma's patience ended up winning on that round to not peek out and try to pick up a kill, just to sit there, let them push him, and let those seconds, those precious seconds, tick away. But right now, as you can see, Team Alternate, two P250s. They already did it once, but Colin not going to miss that shot. Gets it on to Felix here. And also, they have a lot of time, or a lot of rounds to close this one out, but Rack going to be taken down to 78 HP here, and they want to finish it off as quick as possible. As Crystal going to be taken down by EXR here. And that means just 3 men remaining for Alternate. They're all grouped up towards Banana here, and you can see on the minimap, Western Wolves are pushed up towards Car. Asmo's going to be the first one out. Gets taken down right away. Now Rack going to spray through the smoke. Gets a kill. But now MSL, last man standing, trying to run away for his life. Smoke going to come in at the perfect time. It's going to allow them to actually push into the site. But can they take it here against MSL, who's sitting in the back patiently as ever? 50 seconds remain on the clock. And Rack actually pushes to CT spawn here. EXR going to be looking towards him, gets the kill onto him, and now it's all in the hands of Solik here. Going to be peeking towards Spindles, does get one, but he still has 3 kills to go, and MSL is right behind him. And they're just going to peek out, easy kill for him. Western Wolves now closing the gap little by little, but they're doing it.
They certainly are. 15-8. Western Wolves still trying their luck here. Looking at the money situation on the T side, they certainly can buy up if they fancy it. 2.8, 3.1, 3.2. I think they're going to be playing it safe just in case this round did go a bit skew, because obviously if the CT side pick this one up, there'll be a game afoot, and they don't want to risk it here. That's their big thing. And bear in mind, they got to match point with just pistols, with a big rush towards B. I think we might be seeing it again. The flashes and the smokes are coming through. Loma will be on the receiving end. Here's that smoke. Here's that flash. MSL and Loma finally deal with it. And Felix, the only one to do any damage. And that's what they needed. Loma with 4. And they keep hope alive. Even if it's just a little bit of a glimmer of hope at 15-9. Western Wolves now need every single round.
And Rack, he wasn't there that time to really make that opening kill to come into play to take that site, but Western Wolves buying up everything they possibly can. They've been holding on for quite a while right now, but Like I said, long ways ahead of them here. As you do see, two actually work towards alt middle here as Asmo pushing up very aggressive. Like Nade not going to do any damage, I believe. And you can see, I don't know, the poise on Western Wolves, like they're keeping two pushed up in Banana because I think they kind of realize that they can't hold the site, but they can hold the spot in front of the site a little bit better. And it's been locking Alternate down quite well. But Alternate realizing they're 1 round away. Taking their time here. Minute remaining. And it looks like they might potentially hit A, or they're just trying to stall with these smokes coming in because Rack looks like he's trying to set up for one. But with 3 people in Alternate slowly pushing up Banana, 4 people now. They're looking to take this, but MSL, he's ready with that flash, with the smokes. And here it comes. Alternate going to start pushing here with all 5 members. Can they take the site this time? Felix going to be the first man in, looking into the site. Not going to find anyone just yet. They do see Loma in the back of the site. Felix gets a shot onto him, and with those smokes, they might be able to get the bomb down, but MSL pushing in, gets 1 kill. Trying to run away back towards Banana. Felix can't get that one, but he might chase him down with this grenade, and bomb hasn't gone down just yet. Going to get planted, and it's a matter of time here. Western Wolves, can they keep their hopes alive? Can they keep their season still open into the finals offline? As Crystal going to get hit through that wall down to 56 HP. And you can see Western Wolves, they're starting to push in. Alternate not really ready for this. Cohen gets a kill to Crystal finally. Cohen gets another one onto Asmo. And Solik, one of the last 2 members standing, now the last man standing in a 1v3 situation for the game here. He gets taken down, and Western Wolves keep their hopes alive again for 1 more round. 4 kills coming in for Cohen right there. He wasn't that loud in the first half, but boy, in the second one, he's definitely doing it.
Yeah, he's earned his place within that lineup with that all play coming in. Auto Director just didn't believe it was possible for him to do it. So like, yeah, we're not going to watch you because we're not sure if that's even going to work. So 15 to 10, 5 rounds away from drawing this one up all even, all square, and keeping Western Wolves in with a chance of going to that offline final in overtime. And right now, we are seeing Team Alternate buying back up. It's a little bit of a risky move, but they're going for it. They feel confident, but look at this push out from MSL, getting straight to the apartments, straight towards second mid. They're finally getting a little bit confident here, but you can't get too confident. Bearing in mind they are still obviously got match point against them. He's just going to sweep through. They've got a bit of a stack going out towards that A site. Only 1 member present by B. Maybe hoping Alternate after the couple of rounds that haven't worked towards B side, they won't go for it. But still, MSL will back off. His initial thoughts weren't exactly far from incorrect. Team Alternate are looking towards the apartments. Let's see if they go for it. Solek and Asmo still down by Banana, so they're not kind of completely hedging their bets just yet. They're putting all their eggs in one basket, should I say. They're still, you know, trying to test every area possible. Happy playing that time down. 45 seconds left. Finally, we are seeing a little bit of commitment towards B from Team Alternate. The bomb is now joining those 2 players, whereas Rack has been found by CT Arch. Colon now getting into the swing of things, and what a pivotal point. No better time for it, but look at this. They are now going to be pushing in towards Loma. He's going to be the only man standing on the side. He gets 1. Can look for the second, doesn't get it. Asmo denies. And now 3 men stand for Team Alternate to try and get this round finally in the bag. There goes the bomb, but there goes another one of their members. Asmo's down, and there we have it. Colon's just going in time and time again. Solek now in a 1v4. He's got 30 HP. The remaining members all have 100, and MSL will claim another one and get the scoreline to 11 to 15.
Considering how this first half went, remember it was 11-4 scoreline for Alternate, and Western Wolves have been able to fight back 7 rounds now. And that just shows you how good of a team they are, just to keep their composure throughout this entire game. You know, when their hopes of sticking around in the season and potentially getting to the offline playoffs were hanging by a thread, they've been able to take it this close and are looking to close this out to at least take it into overtime here. And Alternate going to be buying up again, but they've been struggling so much of being able to hold a site. I mean, they can get in. They can get the bomb down, but Western Wolves have just been retaking it time and time again. That grenade not going to do any... just 2 damage. As Alternate 5 men grouped up still over towards Banana, and they used Rack really well that last round to cause a distraction towards A, but they just couldn't hold it. It looks like they're going to commit to this 5-man push on Banana, and look where Western Wolves are holding it from on that minimap. They're pushed up, but they're starting to back away here. And we see MSL rotating back over to A. This might be the opportunity exactly what Ultimate was waiting for here. As they're starting to push up, I believe they're setting up their smokes and flashes momentarily. We do hear him finally starting to go down, and they're going to commit to the site here. But Loma, can he hold on to this by himself? And here we're going to find out MSL does finally rotate back over, and they do see 4-man Ultimate rush into construction. They pick up 1, and right now you see 1-man Rack standing alone in the site. And now in a 1v4 situation, all alone in this B site, waiting for his team to get back here. He's going to look for a kill, but Felix picks him up, and now it's a 4-on-3. Alternate, can they hold on to site finally after so many failed attempts as EXR gets a kill on a Crystal? And now you have Felix down to 23 HP. You have Asmo 55 in a 3-on-3 situation. Western Wolves trying to go for the retake yet again. And we're going to see Cole, an amazing shot coming out of him. Gets a kill to Asmo. SMF cleans it up on the rack. And even the grenade on Cole picking up a kill. And Western Wolves keep their hopes alive again. I feel like I've been saying that 100 times this game, but they are. 15-12 now.
I cannot believe it. And look at that. MSL's Molotov hit 4 players of the opposition. This is huge. Colon has literally become the man of the match from literally 0 to hero. He's become Hercules in literally the space of 5-6 rounds. He's at the top of the scoreboard for Team Western Wolves. He's 18-18. He's closing into the likes of Asmo, Crystal, and Felix for Team Alternate. And this could be just the turning point for these guys. His all play has been sensational, but can they keep it up? 3 more big rounds to go before they can look towards that overtime. That nade already connecting on towards Asmo. Come on, Matt. Looking down Banana, trying to see if he can find anything early on. Gonna keep layering those smokes up just to make sure he's got a good place to kind of lock this one out. T-side are looking up towards mid. But would you want to be challenging Colon right now? I certainly would not be. We are seeing him now under a little bit of pressure. Gonna have to back away. Here comes the Alternate boys flooding forward. Even from the grave, he does manage to get a good connection with that nade. Rax got himself through towards that CT spawn. He's in a good position to push forward here. Asmo's found MSL. SMF being caught out. No, he hasn't. Somehow gets the shot towards Rack. They hold on again. It's a 3v3. Team Alternate have not got the execution towards B just yet. Molotov comes in. Asmo's low. Solec's low. Bomb will be going down at least. But let's see if they can hold on to this. Felix, Solek, and Asmo to lock this one down. We've seen it before. Western Wolves retook this perfectly, and it looks like they're trying to do it again. Lome already onto Solek, now EXR onto Asmo. Just Felix stands in a 1v3. He's backed into a corner. He's fighting his way out, but Lome punishes him, picks up 2, as did SMF. And we are seeing Western Wolves going almost all the way here. This is unbelievable stuff.
I think if you ask anyone in chat right now, anyone watching, can Western Wolves come back from 11-4 deficit? I think 99% of them would have said no. But that 1% out there would be feeling so good right now, saying, yeah, I believe that they can do it. 2 rounds away now from taking it into overtime. And remember, the loser of this game is out completely. Their whole season down the drain. And the winner will go on to play against N Faculty in the last game of the day for the last spot in the offline playoffs coming up October 26th or 27th. But right now, Alternate, they're rushing straight into this B site with 5 men. They have guns. They're looking to pick up some kills here, but Loma gets 1. Looking for 2nd, but EXR gets a kill on the Crystal and Rack. Trying to get the kill. Finally, they do get 1, but they just got into the site. Rack getting another 1. Felix picking up a kill over towards construction, and just like that, they've been able to get this site, but can they get the bomb down? They have 9 HP on Rack, 34 on Felix. You have Colin with the AWP. And Rack hasn't put the bomb down just yet. This is given time for SMF to rotate through Banana here. And they're just waiting. They're biding their time here. 50 seconds remaining. Colin, there's no way he's going to back away to A here. And SMF did flank, so they know they're not going back. There's no way the bomb can be over towards A. And Rack gonna go for the plant here. But can Alternate hold on to the site? They've been unable to do it so many rounds in a row. And Rack, Ninja planting the bomb, or trying to toy with him here. Not gonna get the bomb down. 25 seconds remaining right now. And Colin and SMF, last 2 standing against Felix in a 1-on-2 situation. Has the bomb, but can he get the bomb down quick enough? He's gonna go for the plant. He doesn't get it. Colin shuts him down. And we are in the last round of the game, Pansy.
This has been the game of the evening, I feel, and one of the games that I will certainly remember throughout the entirety of the group so far. And the money situation on the T side, let's have a little look in. It's not looking pretty. Couple of Galils were in the mix there. Crystal certainly has to think about things. Only got 3.4k, so he'll be buying up when he can. Well, it's not great. So, let's see what we have in store this time. Lomet first man to at least have a glimpse towards the enemy. This is unbelievable, though. 14-15. No one expected this scoreline. Absolutely no one. So let's have a look to see if the Western Wolves can take this to overtime in the final round here to keep hope alive in the chance to go to the offline finals. MSL down banana. EXR locking down mid. And everyone is literally on tenterhooks right now. No one wants to be that player to make the mistake. Everyone has got that feeling of severe pressure right on their shoulders. Team Alternate need this so badly. They've been struggling time and time again. They got to that 15 rounds and then just could not finish the job. Now, it all comes down to this. With 43 seconds left on the board, they have to dismantle the entirety of the Western Wolves. Flashes have been put over by B, trying to at least draw the attention of a couple of members, but Alternate are looking towards the A site right now. Smoke will be going down. EXR is in that pit, though. He's going to be spotting out Rack. He's caught a glimpse, and that's enough. He's claimed one. Crystal replies, but EXR is alive and kicking. He's still doing damage. He's going to be trying to challenge Crystal in just a second, but Colon's in there as well. Only Crystal stands, and my word, Western Wolves have almost done this to bring it back from the brink of destruction, and what a way to end it out. The Molotov comes in, just cooking Crystal alive. And that, my friends, has taken Western Wolves into overtime here after such a huge deficit.
I think at the end of this game, both these teams can come out and feel like a winner, I guess, in some sort. You know, Western Wolves coming back from such a large deficit, 11-4 in the first half, able to pull back all of those rounds, able to tie it up here, and we're going to be going into overtime momentarily. And just to describe how the overtime works, is it's 5 rounds on each side, and obviously the first to 6 will end up winning that one out. But apparently we have a message from... Okay, so we actually had one player drop, so overtime's not going to be live just yet, but I guess we can reminisce on that match.
I think we need to talk about that match, because this is incredible. Yes, there's CT-sided, yes, there's T-sides, but I've seen teams doing wonders on T-halves and doing even better on other sides that aren't necessarily the most favorable ones, just because of the pure fact alone that teams feel more comfortable on one side than the other. A lot of teams struggle on the T-side. I don't think you can say Alternate necessarily struggled. They just didn't get that finishing round. They needed it so badly, and they just could not get the execution. They ran in time and time again towards that B site, like headless chickens, hoping that they'll just get it the next time. They'll just get that frag that they needed last time. And it just was never going to happen.
And when they did get in there and get the bomb down, they couldn't hold it.
Yeah, it was literally, okay, guys, surely we're going to get it this round. Let's go back in it. Our flashes, our execution got us into the site. We kind of took down Loma after we lost a player, but this time we'll lock it down. No, you can't just depend on that. It's absolutely unbelievable. So credit where credit's due. Western Wolves turned up. They really did, and they showed you why they got to this point, because even I was questioning the fact that, they got this far when I saw how they, got there. So it's certainly a hard way to prove it, but they went all the way through, and credit where it's due. These guys deserve their position, but to take nothing away from Crystal, Felix, and Asmo, who played sensationally well on that CT half, first of all.
But one thing that worries me right now, Pansy, that I'm thinking about, if Alternate start out on the T side in overtime, with momentum that just happened in these in this half alone, will they have what it takes to win a couple of rounds here?
That's the difference between a good team and a great team in my eyes. Someone who can pick themselves up from a moment that may not be necessarily the best, but still do everything you can when it matters. That's when we'll see if they deserve it here, because you saw Western Wolves doing it. They had absolutely nothing beside them. They had so many rounds to claw back, and they did it. They managed it. And that proves to me that they deserve every single bit of, praise and confidence they're now taking into it, because they were up against the wall, backs to the wall, they turned up. Now, Alternate need to do the same. If they're on the same level as Western Wolves, they can do it. It's just about how they turn up mentally now.
And how do you think N Faculty, they never see a game off right now. They've had the chance to watch this entirety of the match. I wonder if they're a little bit scared or feeling a little bit confident, just depending on who ends up winning this game at this point.
I think there's only respect to be given to the opposition who are battling it out right now, because you can't say no one's playing well or no one's deserving their merit to go into the later games here, because every single team who's got this far truly deserves it. And Faculty played well. They showed their worth. They made their statement known, let's just say. But whoever makes it through here, they've got to be respecting their opponent from either coming back from a huge deficit and winning it, or Alternate doing the same thing, but only specifically in the second half when they've been absolutely smashed to pieces by Western Wolves. Yeah,
and we're going to find out in just a few seconds, as we're going to have that reset come in just a second, and we're going to have overtime kicking kicking off here, and it looks like we will have Western Wolves on the CT side. So alternate, can they come back from this? I'm really worried on their terror side. They've been able to take the site. Maybe it's a little bit of a break has given them a chance to talk things over and fix the problems that they've had. But right now, they kicking off here in the first round of overtime. Let's see who can pull this first round out. An alternate going for their standard play. And trying to work off a pick again. I mean, we're seeing that, or I think we heard the double grenades come out of Western Wolves back towards Banana, and they're doing the same smoke that they've been doing for the past 11 rounds, it feels like. But you can see, alternate on that minimap, they're pushed up towards A. They want to make the hit here, and with flashes, with smokes, with grenades coming in, they're going to go for it. Colin picks up 1 kill. That was the bomb down, but with EXR in this side, Cubby is able to pick up 1 kill, but Crystal responds with a kill onto him. Colin gets another one onto Crystal, and the rest of alternate, Asmo and Solik pushing B here, but they don't have the bomb. And I'm assuming they were trying to rush 3 into Archway and into this B site from CT spawn, but it went so pear-shaped on them. And right now, alternate trying to get a couple of kills here. They're up against 4 members of Western Wolves, and it's all in the hands of Solik now. Gets one onto MSL. He's been able to pull off some amazing shots before. But Cullen is looking towards Archway, looking for him right here. And gonna get the hit onto him. So Western Wolves gonna take the 1 round advantage here. That I think the first time of this entire game that they've had an advantage into overtime.
Gotta say it, Colin picking up 3 there. He's turning up exactly when it matters. His little bit of team play, I think it was him and MSL just using that little cubby corner by the A side when they pushed up towards CT Arch. You know, Colin dropping back and just covering off the push, even, you know, in a more passive kind of posture, was perfect. Absolutely perfect play, and Alternate had no reply. Crystal pushed forward, but look at this. The CT side are going aggressive straight down Banana. They're going to be met with some resistance, but Llama's just taking their heads off. Felix, the only man to find a reply so far, and he needs to get the hell out of there because he knows there's more where that came from. And now in a 4v3, Team Alternate a little bit lost for an answer right now. And let's see if MSL is going to back away, surely going to eventually. Or is he just going to stay down here? Another smoke will allow him to do so, so Team Alternate pinned in. No real way of escape, bar going towards A, and well, Western Wolves know that. MSL might be actually pushing up a touch here. You can see Colin get himself really ready for the A site, just in case they decide to hit it. But right now, it looks like Alternate are going to go back. MSL, well, tells him as to why you don't try that. He's left on 1 HP, but he did take down Crystal. Going to back away. The 2 remaining players of Rack and Felix are left with little to no options here. They're going to have to hurry. There's 35 seconds left. They certainly can't rotate through the CT spawn. They're going to have to commit to B and just get it over and done with, because MSL's weak, but little do they know he's on 1 HP weak. So, Felix first towards the site. So we're looking towards EXR, down by that CT section. And now Rack pushing in. They're going to be trying to get their way towards that B site. And MSL will fall to Rack quite easily there, but look who's coming through the construction site. It will be contested pretty darn quickly. Felix finding EXR though, bringing it back to a 2v2. Rack's got himself in a great position, pushed up quite aggressively, could catch Colon off guard, and SMF if they're not careful. Always playing this one cool, considering the pressure of the situation. He's played it perfectly. Wow, great discipline coming in from Team Alternate. Even when they're right up against it, they've had it all taken away from them. They can still play it smart and bring it back all even here in overtime.
Oh, Rack, I was watching and I was like, is he going to hold on to that shot, or is he going to go for it? And in the end, making the smarter move of the 2, picks up those kills, finally gives Alternate the round they needed before overtime for the victory. But either way, they're able to pull around back on Terra's side, and considering how many rows they've lost, that really has to feel good. But right now, Western Wolves are pushed up Banana yet again here, and they're meeting Alternate just with their aggression. They're forcing them out of this area. And if you keep in mind, Alternate's been able to take this B site quite a bit, but they haven't been able to hold on to it for most of it. But they have rotated around. Looks like the hit will come on A momentarily. So they're just setting it up here. And I want to give a lot of credit to MSL, who's been rotating around from from the A site to the B site constantly. And for the most of it, he's been doing it in a very smart way. He's been able to be in the right place at the right time most of it.
And you know what I see? I see a pause. So hopefully the admins can actually update us rather than us chasing them for answers right now, because I do want to know what's going on here, because obviously we are in overtime and I'd rather us not go to a break, but if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes, sadly. So hopefully we can find out exactly what's going on there. No reply just yet, but raise your pansy, indeed.
But for all you out there watching and are interested in actually coming to Cologne and tune into the finals here in the studios, October 26th and 27th, we still are selling tickets at csgo.raidcall-ems1.com. And if you use the code One Direction, you get 25% off. I don't know why that was the actual code used, but feel free to come down. You get to meet the players. You get free food, free drinks. You get to enjoy the games. You get to meet Pansy, shake her hand, give her a hug.
Why is that a
and you get to
selling
have a good
point?
time.
Dude, I'm not a selling point. If you've ever met me, it's not a good thing.
I remember the first time I met you.
apologize.
The first time I met you was at the spring 2013.
Yes, you called me short.
Well, you were short.
Yeah, well, screw you anyway, buddy. We are back in the game, so why don't you take us into the round now? Because you were tabbed out.
I was paying attention to chat, trying to help out. It looks like we're still paused, though. No, we're not. MSL is moving. Okay, so we are back underway here. It's tied 16-16 in the first overtime. Maybe we'll see more. Who knows? Alternate looking to have this hit on a go in their favor here. They do have the flashes. The smoke's coming in. And they're going to go for the push here. But they need to pick up these kills. MSL will be rotating over, I'm assuming, very shortly. It's SMF in pit. He's been so dominating in that pit, picking up the kills as they jump out of apartments. But Rat gets a kill on Colin, still gets a kill on MSL, and now Suck looking for another kill, but he gets taken down, and SMF locking down the sand pit by himself as EXR trying to get the kill on the Rack here, but gets the better of him, and Asmo finally gets a kill on the SMF. So now it's Asmo in a 1v2 situation. He has one kill under his belt already, and he has the bomb. He's pushing into pit. He's got 6 seconds left. He's going to get the bomb down, but can he survive long enough to pick up a couple of kills here and lock down another round for Ulti? He's getting pushed from both sides, and he's going to get flanked. He gets one on the backside. He gets a second one! What just happened? He had 8 seconds remaining, got the bomb down and the 2 kills with like a 180 swing of his mouse, and Asmo coming up huge for his team, gives them the advantage back in overtime.
Raise your Asmo is all I'm saying. That guy just went absolutely huge with so little, the health left. He was, oh my god, that should have been an easy round for Western Wolves. Then they had the the right retakes, they played it well, but then Asmo just turned the hell up. 17-16, ladies and gents. Team Alternate coming out kicking into this little bit of overtime here. They were struggling before on the T side. Now, certainly a different story. And bearing in mind how strong they were on the CT half, more rounds like that, and Western Wolves could be in trouble. So, more confidence flowing through the Team Alternate boys in the last 2 rounds and the entirety of the second half here. Now, we'll see if they can keep it up. Crystal teasing around that boiler. I'm not going to commit, though. He knows that Colon's going to keep his eyes on that one. Doesn't want to just walk out into that crossfire that's been set up so nicely. Let's check into the overview. 3 players down Banana with the bomb, 2 holding them back by mid. And just 1 player plays the present directly onto that B site as well, so see who comes out the better of this one. Ooh, Rack on the receiving end of a little bit of a spammy shot there. You can see the difference of setup as well towards B. Right now, Colon gets aggressive, finds Rack, but the push is now happening towards that B site. Alternate running straight in towards the likes of MSL and Loma. Can they find him? Felix has located Loma. He is down and out now. MSL, the only one close to this site at the moment. Gonna push straight in, challenge Crystal, but misses everything. Crystal down on 2 HP, but still stays alive in a 4v3. HP firmly in favor to Western Wolves. Crystal only on 2, Felix on 19. And now we're gonna see if the CT side can do anything about that. Crystal just holding the angle, challenging EXR. He drops down. Now the CTs are going to push their way in. Asmo's already found 1. Colin chimes in on the second, but now it's a 2v1. Colin, the last man standing, has nothing to do here. The time is running out. He cannot do this, and Solic makes sure of that. And Team Alternate are now building up that confidence and building up that scoreline, 18-16. Whew.
And you said something that's right on the nose, or right on the nail, is the fact that Alternate on their CT side, they were so strong. They went 11-4 against Western Wolves a little bit earlier on. And if they go into the second half of the lead, which they're now, I am definitely worried for the Western Wolves, but they've changed up their playstyle so drastically on the CT side. Who knows? Maybe they're gonna be able to pull something out when they're back on the terrorist side. But either way, alternate last round of the overtime here. I gotta say that two-man push they put towards middle to distract them, it really gave them the opportunity to get in the site. Not to mention Felix getting that first frag onto Loma. And also with a minute left, they've been, at least in overtime, running the clock down as low as possible. They're looking to do the same here. And with 3 grouped up here in middle, 1 in boiler, and 2 over towards banana as they do start to rotate over towards A. We're going to have the hit come down here. But Colin, he has the AWP. He's been so fundamental in them picking up these rounds with that, to lock down this entire A site. But they're just walking in right now. We do have the first shots finally getting underway here as Colin going to be watching towards A. So going to be walking through the smoke, I'd imagine, and then straight into that site. The first kill coming in for SMF onto Felix. We see Solik pick up a kill, Rat get one. EXR picking up a kill for himself here. So now it's a 3-on-3 situation. The bomb gonna go down in the hands of Crystal here. Can Western Wolves turn this one around? Lomit gets one himself. So now it's a 3-on-2. And Asmo, who did an amazing 1v2 clutch earlier, looking to do the same here as he does see Lomit, but he goes down and Colin picks up the kill on the rack. So we're gonna go into the second half of the overtime with an 18-17 score in favor of Team Alternate.
Very, very close stuff coming out this game. No one really being able to break away drastically. Let's check in with the scoreboard. Bear in mind, this obviously includes overtime as well. So EXR 23-20, MSL 20-29, SMF as well. And Colon a little bit quiet because he did have to reconnect there, but he was certainly up at the top. But Asmo and Crystal still so good here. This is such impressive play. Gotta say it. Now, let's cast our mind forward to the next half and a little bit further back as well, because when Alternate were on the CT side, they were so damn strong. I mean, Western Wolves struggled so much to even get a round on the board initially. So let's see if they've learned anything from being on the other side themselves, and let's see what they can bring here. 18-17. They've got a little bit of a comeback to bring on, but certainly nothing in comparison to what they did in the actual game time. So this time, Crystal going to be taking that up down towards Banana. And well, you can see as to why. Pinning Loma to the wall already, giving Alternate the early advantage. And that's going to just keep their confidence nice and pumped up, knowing there's only 4 players remaining to find. They are all around the A site at least. Looking towards mid, second mid apartments. Everyone, excluding Colon, fairly committed here. Bomb still loose by the bottom of apartments around second mid. MSL and EXR peering out the boiler room. No immediate contest there, so time to look somewhere else, trying to find another way around, because at the moment we are seeing Crystal lined up in the perfect place. He's got his second there, takes down MSL. Not going to be finding another one. They've learned their lesson, surely. Always caught a glimpse of another. That's Colon spotted, but this all battle will be incredible. Whoever comes out on the better of this one. Exchange of nades, it's almost symmetrical. Crystal getting a bit aggressive though. Ooh, just about missing the shot onto Colon. And the T side are going to be cautious here. They need to at least get 1 kill back. And Crystal is certainly not going to be the easiest of targets to do that towards. Already 2 for him this round. Still dancing between him and Colon. Oh, just about escaping. Auto Director doesn't want me to see this, but I really do want to keep eyes on that, because that aside, we are seeing the push now making the way towards B. Bomb is with them. Solik not too far away either. Asmo steps apart, does find EXR, gonna be looking for SMF, comes around, gets aggressive, gets the frag. Now just Colon alive. He's probably wishing he landed these shots earlier. Does take down Felix, but he knows Asmo's still on that B side. He knew Crystal was still there, and there is no way out of this one. He's just gonna try and pick up the exit kills. Doesn't get the last one, but still, 19-17. Team Alternate just stopped them right in their tracks. Not through CT Arch, you're not gonna get there. You're not going through Asmo. And that is exactly how they want to keep playing this one out.
Yeah, and Asmo, I mean, in the first half, he stamped his mark on that B side. He's shut them down so many times. And it's kind of like Western Wolves can't really go to that site, but you saw them try to go for it as a last-ditch effort. Crystal gonna get a nice shot down to alt middle, gets it onto EXR. And again, 2 rounds in a row, gives them an early man advantage into the round. But can he pick up another one like he did last time? Yes, he does right there on SMF. What a shot in a boiler room right there. And the rest of Western Wolves 2-man squad pushing up Banana here. And Asmo, let's see if he can hold on to it yet again. Koa gets a shot on Felix this time, though, and Asmo in a 1v2 situation, again, just like the round prior, looking to hold this one down as MSL gets a nice shot onto Rack here over in this A site, trying to catch any rotators. He might actually catch the butt end of Crystal's gun. There it is. Crystal picking that one up. That's 3 for him this round, and the bomb and Paloma working towards this B site, but Slot pushes and get one. Look for the second one. And he's gonna eventually maybe, no, he's gonna get taken out by Colin right there. And Asmo gonna look to pick this one up. He gets it. And now, Alternate, 1 round away from winning this game.
That was a little bit awkward, wasn't it?
It looked really weird, yeah. I was like, how do you cast that?
Normally I just leave it silent so they can listen to can see their own choices being made. So look at what you've done. Anyway, 20-17, we are getting very, very close here. I would say 1 round away, I believe, from securing this.
Yeah.
So currently on match point.
1-2 potato.
1-2 potato. This could be the defining moment here. Anyway, Colon certainly has something to say about that. Takes down Crystal, the key man, the playmaker so far for Team Alternate. He's down and out. So only Asmo, Rack, Felix, and Solek stand. But look at the aggressive positions Alternate got themselves into. They're in the perfect place, but oh, the gun showed through the wall. SMF does find Solek. Rack replies, but now Rack's going to have to go huge. Gets taken out by EXR. And now the T-side have a huge advantage. Only Asmo and Felix alive. Surely not going to do anything here. They're so out of position. Felix just charging in straight away. MSL swats him back with that AK fire. And now the bomb down and ticking. Asmo is not going to get back into this one. Surely not. I think it's time to play it safe. Try and be smart about this. Maybe get a couple on the way out. Try and do everything you can, but 1v4. EXR and MSL are low, bearing in mind. He's enjoyed that fact there. Takes him down, but time is going to be his biggest enemy now. And the T-side know it. They're not going to be challenging. He's getting out of there. And Western Wolves survive to fight another day.
What if we went to a second overtime?
That'd be great.
Just to remember how this, I mean, I hate to keep going back to it, but you have to keep remembering how the game started and how close it is right now. And we're coming to potentially the last round of the game, again, for Alternate here on match point. Western World's looking to pick up these last 2 here to take it to a second overtime. But Crystal, can he make the big plays happen like he's been doing in the prior rounds? And he's not going to go for that early peek. Down banana or middle here. Ends up playing a little bit slower than, I say slower, but they've been really aggressive in terms of getting these kills right now. And we do have 3 men of Western Wolves pushed up towards apartments here. They're trying to back away with the bomb, and Asmo and Felix still over at that B site currently. But where's this hit going to come in? Bomb. It is rotating over to B here. It looks like the 2-man squad of Western Wolves are just trying to distract him here, as we do have MSL actually push up, and we see Asmo pick up a kill over in Banana here. Going to be backing away now, and Felix rotated back towards this A site. So Asmo is all alone against the 3 members, of Western Wolves. Can he hold on to this? He's done it so many times before. We're gonna stick with him right here just to see if he can do it if Western Wolves do decide to push in. But Felix rotating through CT spawn, gonna be here to help him out. Western Wolves stalling a little bit for time. They're gonna go rushing in. Wow, Felix gets the kill onto MSL, who came in through CT spawn. Asmo gets 1 kill on the B side, gets a second one. EXR gets the kill onto him and Asmo. If he can pick up 1 more kill, there it is onto Crystal. Alternate coming out with the victory against Western Wolves, keeping their hopes alive for the playoffs. But unfortunately for the Western Wolves, their hopes are now gone.
Oh my God.
Still, what an amazing game.
It was an insane game. Like, it was one of the best games I've seen in a long time. The individual moments were great. The overall play was fantastic. Every single member of that team showed up. Colon basically kept Western Wolves in that one.
And considering how he started things out in the first half, he was bottom of the score, but I think he had 2 or 3 kills total to almost top it for the team at the end.
Yep.
They're definitely right in that one, and that means we have Alternate going on after this insane game to go up against N Faculty for the last game of the night, the last chance for both these teams to get in to the playoffs.
It's going to be good.
It is going to be amazing. So guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly with this fantastic game. It's the last one of the night, so make sure to tell all your friends to tune in, and we'll be back shortly.